This one is going to be a mess, okay? Just prepare yourselves because the comments, I'm not looking forward to it, right? I cannot go through this without pissing off, like, most people, okay? People will get annoyed with this, so have fun, okay? Yo, do you play FIFA 22? Yeah. Is your team bang average? You absolute pathetic piece of... You're saying that to the viewers? No, obviously. Ah, okay. I mean you. Do you face teams like this?
You can't keep getting away with it!
Do you know there's a way to get coins? Why are you shouting at me? Then go to userbuy.com for the cheapest and most reliable place to buy your coins on FIFA 22. Link is down below in the description. And also use code Vizeh at checkout to get a discount. Today I will be going through the English 23-man squad that I think will be picked in Qatar for next year. Of course, as this is recorded, it is coming the 12th of April, so we are like, you know, a good couple of months ahead of time. I may do a updated one a month before the actual tournament, but let's look at the players right now, where I think they will be by the time the tournament is actually about, because some players that people may think is, you know, guaranteed to not go, may actually be going, or players that people may think, you know, should be going because they're in good form right now, I think in 6 months' time will definitely not be going. So this is how I see it. Football is an opinionated game, so I will piss you off. That's just how it works, okay? But that is what is fun about YouTube and what is fun about football debates, because you can't get one thing, you know, you can't please everyone, right? So that's the most important thing. Tell me down below in the comments, what is your starting 11 for the England team? Maybe the front three, give me like your front three that you'll go and take to the first game of the World Cup, which is against Iran. Of course, I'm here on teammaker.com. I've got a list of quite a good variety of players. Most players won't be going. Most players are guaranteed. I've got my list of starting 11 on the plane. So within the first, you know, the main squad. 50-50, which should be going, but they'd be kind of lucky to get onto it. They're unlucky to miss out, so very close. Can be given a debate to be going, but just couldn't make it in my list. And then no chance, which I just don't think in any way they'll be even debated to be even on the plane in the first place. So that is the list, and you can see down below, we've got a large variety of players here. Now, I must say, I did not make this list, so there may be some players here that may be missing, or some players that may be in, which you may be thinking, why they're in there. For example, Dele Alli, I didn't make this list, okay? This is just the best variety of players that I've seen, like, on Teammaker. So, Dele Alli, of course, is a no chance, so, of course, he's, of course, not going, okay? So, there's about, I think I counted, so, like, each row has got 12 people, so 12, 24, 36, 48, so yeah, about over 50 different players here. So we got a lot of people. So let's begin, right? So I don't know how long this video will be. I'm just kind of fly through and just go through who I would pick, really. Who's the first guy I see? Declan Rice. Declan Rice starting 11. I don't think that should be a debate. Debating our best all-round midfielder. In terms of like an actual pure centre mid or CDM, he's probably the best player that we have, so he's definitely in the starting 11. And then who else is below that? We've got the likes of Harry Kane, starting 11. I don't care if you don't think he works in a system. I don't care if you think that, you know, that he almost limits the way that we play. When it comes to Harry Kane, he's one of the most elite strikers in world football. We'll be stupid to not play him. So Harry Kane, for me, is in the starting 11, because some people they may actually say that he shouldn't be even in the starting 11. Some England fans genuinely say that they would rather play like almost like a false 9 Pep Guardiola, like false 9 kind of player, of like a Phil Ford and go into that spot, or Sterling. It's just complete nonsense. Okay, so Kane is in there. Okay, going down below. Jack Grealish on the plane. Should he be in the starting 11? I don't know yet. I may change that later on, depending on how I feel when I get to it. But yeah, Grealish is there. Who else is there that I see? John Stones starting 11 easily. One of the most experienced centre backs that we've got, and probably one of the most comfortable in our system with the ball. Jonah Henderson, I would say he's on the plane, definitely on the plane. People may not want him on the plane because they may think that he's actually not that good. I don't think he should be in the starting 11, but in terms of a utility player, in terms of leadership that he has, I think that he should be most definitely on the plane if available. Going down below, Jude Bellingham, if he should be in starting 11, I think he should be. Do I think he will be? That's a different question. And I don't think that he will be starting, because I think that Southgate would rather play a more defensive manner player instead. I hope that he wouldn't go for that, but I kind of, the way that I see it with Southgate, I would imagine he'll play someone like a Phillips ahead of him, still ahead of a Bellingham. But if this is my list, I'll go for Bellingham in starting 11 here. So then there's Phillips. And I've seen some people say don't have Phillips on the plane, but It's because of where he's at right now. He's been injured for a while, right? By the time the lineup is decided, by the time the full squad is decided, it's in November, this year. It's in 6 months' time. Looking at a player for their form now, I think is kind of, especially for him, because he's been injury bound, I think it's kind of irrelevant to look at him for his injury list. So with Phillips, I would say by time the World Cup is there, because Southgate likes him. You know, he was a big part of our team in the Euros. He likes what he does on the pitch. And Southgate does have his favourites. So I think that unless he has a massive drop-off, you know, his injury hit him badly, I can't see him not being on a plane. Okay, let's do some players that I think will not be on a plane. It's like Danny Ings, no chance, sadly. He's just getting on a bit now. I don't even know why he's here. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't want to say he's no chance, but like I don't know if he's unlucky to miss out. Because like Calvert-Lewin, he probably would have been a part of the team. However, yeah, the form has been awful. And really, if you're trying to think of where would he be at in November, do I think he would come into some massive, like, brand new form? I don't know if he would. So I would say unlucky to miss out, but I think he'd be on the lower end of it. Like, as of right now, it's obviously no chance, but I kind of do feel like by the time it's November, then, yeah, I kind of feel like he would get a little bit better. Next, let's go with Harry Winks. No chance. I don't really get the Harry Winks love. He's a simple player. He keeps the ball simple. He doesn't really do much else other than that for me. He's just kind of like, he's just there. You know, he's just a standard 6 out of 10 for most games that I see him playing anyway. Eric Dyer, I mean, come on. Surely not. I don't know why I got a weird feeling that he made us pop up, but I hope not. Okay, let's do my first, like, controversial pick. I think some people may not like me for this one, but I'm going to say Emil Smith-Rowe. He's not on the plane for me. He could be in the unlucky to miss out category, ahead of Calvert-Lewin, of course, but I know some more Arsenal fans really like him. I personally don't see it in the same way. I don't know why. I think he's slightly a bit overhyped right now by some Arsenal fans. I genuinely do believe that. So, I say with Smith-Rowe, I can't see him being on a plane for the World Cup. And before Arsenal fans do get mad at me, I do think that Saka will be and should be on the plane. Out of the current Arsenal team, I rate Saka as like the main player. Right now, the main creative outlet. Right now, it's just being targeted like mad. You know what? I'm going to change it so that this is 50-50. So like maybe they could not be, but this is who I think will be on the plane. So I'll do it like that instead. Goalkeepers. Well, goalkeepers, of course, to be Pickford in goal, because Pickford for England is actually pretty good. And before I hear someone say Ramsdale, I don't know. I just feel like there's again a lot of overhype. I think that Ramsdale should be on the plane, but I just kind of feel like people are really going over the top with their love affair with Ramsdale. I can't lie, man. So then who else is it? There's also like Henderson, Dean Henderson, no way. Johnston, missing out. And for me, Nick Pope should be on the plane. Those are the only goalkeeper options here. And I think that's what makes the most sense, I think Pickford start, Ramsdale and Nick Pope on the plane. For the actual Euros, Pickford conceded 2 goals in the entire tournament. We conceded 0 goals from open play in the entire tournament. Like, defensively, like, Southgate will look at the thing that he's found something good here. So he will try and keep the defense the same way that he's had it before. That's why I'll say, and people are going to get mad at me, I do believe that Harry Maguire will be at least on the plane. Do I think he'll start? I think he would start. Because Southgate, we know that he likes his favourites. And we can't deny that England, with the team with Harry Maguire in it each game, with the likes of John Stones, with the likes of Kyle Walker, you know, that we conceded 0 goals from open play in an entire major international tournament. That is massively impressive. Maguire will be on the plane. Do I think he'll start? I don't know where. I do not know where it will be in 6 months' time. Kyle Walker, I still think he should be in starting 11, so I'll put him in there. And therefore, the likes of the other centre backs here, I would put the likes of Tomori. I think he should be playing. I think he's done really, really well for AC Milan, currently fighting for the title in Serie A, and I think he should be given a shout, man. As a Burnley fan, I'll put in Tarkowski in the debatable. This is my case with Tarkowski, right? The fact that he will be leaving Burnley in the summer, and he'll probably go and join like a West Ham, or join like a Leicester, or like a Newcastle. And I think he'll look very, very good. I think he's a fantastic centre-back, man. So I think by time the World Cup selection is out, he could be in like the 50-50 range. I actually think he's a fantastic centre-back. And because he plays for Burnley, If you've watched Burnley play, you know that he is like immense, like 95% of the time. I don't know. I can see him joining a Leicester or West Ham in the summer, and then by the time it's November, he gets some hype, and then could be within a shout. Connor Cody, missing out. He should not be on the plane. Tyrone Mings, missing out. He should not be on the plane. I'm sorry. They should not be. I feel like they should. Why is Phil Jones here? Why is Phil Jones in this list? I mean, I like Joe Gomez. It's just his injury record. I think he would be probably on a plane if he didn't get his injuries, but I just feel like by the time it's time, there's a chance that he could be within a shout if he does keep himself, not injured for a length of time after the summer. But yeah, maybe asking a lot. Okay, about halfway through it. Phil Foden. I mean, for me, he's in the starting 11. I really, really, really like Phil Foden. I think that he is. I said it 2-3 years ago. I think he could be one of England's most important players. One of the most influential players. And for me, Phil Foden has to be in the starting 11. No one can really do what he can do on the ball in terms of just pure playmaking ability, link-up play. I just think he's fantastic. Man. So I think he has a start. Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard's weird because the thing is he's not been playing football like at all in last year, but he should be leaving in the summer. So again, if he joins West Ham again or joins another team like Newcastle and he just sets off like the way he did for West Ham, again, I kind of feel like he could be again in the running to being on the plane. I can see him being on the plane. I don't know why, but I can see him being on the plane. He did alright for us in the World Cup. I don't know, man. I can see Lingard being called up, but it depends on who he joins in summer, if he does join anyone in summer, and how well he does. Conor Gallagher. Again, it depends. It depends, man. Because right now, Palace fans will be raving about him, saying that he's amazing. However, he's only at Palace on loan. What happens if he, goes back to Chelsea on loan and then doesn't play? And that is quite likely, unless if Palace, makes a bid and they sign him, which I hope is what happens here. I don't know where he would be, bad times of World Cup. Callum Wilson, missing out. I don't think he's a bad player, but I just don't think he'd be in the thought process. Wan-Bissaka, I think he'd be missing out. I don't think he'd be in the thought process really either. Who else is there? Dan Burn. Again, I don't think he's really in the thought. I don't think he's in thought process whatsoever. Damari Gray. Again, I don't think he is really at all. Patrick Bamford. I can't see him even being in the process of being thought about really. So where's Sterling? So Sterling. Do I think Sterling will start? I think that Sterling would probably start because of what he did in the Euros and because Southgate likes his favourites. I can imagine the front three being like Foden, Kane and Sterling. That's what I think it probably will be. I think that's what makes more sense to me. Unless if something dramatic changes, by the time it's November time, I can imagine that being the front three for the World Cup. Is that Godfrey? I mean, Godfrey is missing out. Ben White. As a centre-back, a lot of Arsenal fans like him. Again, I kind of think he's in the 50-50. Really, it's between Ben White or Gay from Palace, one of the two. Which one would I rather pick between Gay or... Ooh, I don't know which one I'd rather have. You know what? I think I'll go for Gay. I think I'll go for him. I think I'd rather have him. Of course, it can well be Ben White, and I feel like it'd be a big toss-up between the two. By then, I would like to think that he secured his place, but even tomorrow, it may not even be a guarantee. And you may be saying, wow, how is Harry Maguire ahead of those two? But, he likes his favourites. He likes his favourites, man, and I just can see that happening. I've just realised that whoever made this list did not put in Reece James. Right, well, that's a spot that's already gone in play, isn't it? So, Reece James is not on this list. Kind of concerns me the fact that he's not even in this. But, okay, my guy's got likes of Skip and Damari Gray in here and Eric Dyer, but they've not even got Reece James. Right, well, Trent's on the plane. That's comfortable. For me, Mason Mount. I'm still not even confident on Mason Mount, I'm still not. I like the lad. I don't think he's a bad person. It feels like he just plays that one specific role and there's not really much other options other than him for that kind of number 10-ish but a midfielder kind of role. I can kind of see Mason Mount being put on the plane. I can see it happen. Do I think he should be? I wouldn't. So I'll put for 50-50. Jadon Sancho on the plane. Marcus Rashford. That's the thing. Right now, he's definitely a 50-50. Right now, he's definitely not doing well right now. But, again, it's for November time. Chilwell, left back on the plane. Luke Shaw, left back on the plane. So we got 2 right backs in the likes of Reece James and also Trent. Reece James for some reason isn't an option here, but he is in my plane, so don't worry about that. I've just realised that I've got 1 more spot left. Because if you count Reece James as an option, because he is in a plane, right? I don't know why he's on an option. I'll just kind of Photoshop it in. There's 1 more spot left, and these are the 50-50s. Down below, we've got the likes of Harvey Barnes, Ivan Toney, Ward-Prowse, Bowen, Trippier, Ollie Watkins, and Walker Peters. Trippier, I'll say no if he's up against the likes of Trent or Reece James, or even basically Kyle Walker for that shout, for that right back spot. I don't think he should be in there. I think he's in 50-50. I think Ivan Toney may get a move in the summer to, like, I don't know, like an Arsenal or something. I think I've heard rumours. Maybe not, but I would say he could be in 50. I think all these players are in the 50. I think Harvey Barnes in 50-50 for me. For Ollie Watkins. Wait, I've just realised there's no Tammy Abraham either. So there's no Tammy Abraham and there's also no Reece James. Because for me, if you're picking between Ollie Watkins or Tammy Abraham, I'll probably go for Tammy Abraham. Just because he has that bit more of an aerial dominance to himself. I'd rather go for the likes of Tammy Abraham than Ollie Watkins. So, I mean, if that's the case, that's a team almost done. So, Jared Bowen, that's the thing. Who does Bowen go in for? Who does Bowen go in for? That's the thing. Like, do we take out Sancho? Do we take out Saka? Do we take out Grealish? That's the thing. Bowen, I feel like by the time it's November, should he be in a team? Because you got the likes of Mason Mount, Marcus Rashford, Bowen, like could be within the picture. Do I think Bowen deserves a shout? Yes. Do I think he should be on the plane of the World Cup? As of right now, I'm still not too sure. People may say a top 6 bias. I'm a Burnley fan, man. So, like, you know what I mean? It's just who do you replace him for? I don't know who you... I do not know who you actually are going to replace him for. James Ward-Prowse, again, for me, is 50-50. And Walker Peters, I just think there's too much of a fight for right back spot. So there you go. That's the team. So it'd be Pickford in goal, Chilwell, Tomori, Stones, Walker, with Trent as a right wing back, Rice and Bellingham, with Foden, Kane and Sterling on the plane. On a squad, it'd be Hendo, Phillips, Shaw, Saka, Ramsdale, Pope, Maguire, Grealish, Gay, and also Sancho. And also don't forget that Reece James and also Tammy Abraham are also on the plane as well. They just don't have their face here, which is kind of annoying. I really want to put in Bowen. I just do not know who he replaces. It's either Saka, Grealish, or Sancho. And I don't know. I don't know if he fits a system that Southgate wants to play. Very easy for Rashford to also pick up form, for starting next year, and then also gets a shout in there. It's going to be really tough, man. Tell me your thoughts down below. Please don't get too mad at me if I don't put in your favourite player like Ward-Prowse. If you're a Southampton fan, don't get mad at me for that. Please don't. I'll see you guys next time, and stay safe. Peace out.